Trinity B1 ISE-1 4 Skills Test, SELT Secure English Language Tests, B1 English Test ISE-1, Skilled Worker, Health and Care Worker, Scale-Up Worker, Student Visas.
This is Trinity College London ISE-1. My name's Angelina. I am your interlocutor for your speaking and listening test. What's your full name?
My name is Mohammed.
All right. And what's your topic's title for today?
Family.
What are your 4 topic points?
My 4 topic points are watching TV with family, traveling with family, dining out with family, and shopping with family.
Right. Could you please tell me about the places where you like to dine out with your family?
Our favorite restaurant is called Arabian Nights, where they serve Arabian theme of foods, which me and my family really enjoyed, and the staff are very friendly there.
All right. And how often do you go to that place?
Monthly, twice or thrice in a month.
Could you describe the occasions on which you like to eat out?
Well, most of the time it's like whenever I'm off from my work, and usually when we go shopping. So after that, we won't be having enough time to cook meals from our home.
All right. Describe the place where you like to go shopping with your family.
Well, usually I go to a place called Teesside Park with my family. So it's like a shopping mall where all branded shops are there.
Right. And do you like to go to the shop and malls on weekends or on other days of the week?
It depends. It actually depends on my work. So, well, shopping is also like whenever I'm getting free time, like off days from my work.
Okay, all right. And could you describe your favorite shopping mall where you like to go with your family?
Yeah, it is Asta. So where we can get everything like for home, food items like shopping, everything.
All right. So what kind of TV programs do you like to watch with your family?
Like some series. So like a Netflix series.
Could you describe a TV show that you've been recently watching with your family?
So like for this series, should I say series itself or just like TV shows? What I meant is like, Netflix.
Anything. Netflix is fine. But you describe it to me.
Yeah, recently I watched a series called Aspirants with my family, and me and my wife really quite motivated by watching this series, which is actually based on true events. So this series is about a hardship or real hard work of young children who is trying to get education, like who is trying to get studies.
All right, all right. Do you think some shows are not family friendly?
Yeah, of course, like violence-based shows and all, uh, which can't be watched with families.
Hmm. Okay. Where do you like to travel with your family?
Usually, we travel to a beach where we really feel like very peaceful and stress relief.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we visit the beach.
Okay. And where would you like to travel with your family in the future?
In future, yeah, I want to like uh, travel with my family to Kashmir, which
Mm.
is in India. So that place is quite beautiful.
Mm. Sure. Mm. All right. Okay. Thank you. This is the end of discussion round. Now we'll begin with the conversation. The topic of conversation that I have picked for you is the type of music you like. What kind of music do you like? The type of music you like is the topic for conversation. So, what kind of music do you like?
Well, I really like uh, some melody songs.
Could you please tell me about your favorite singer?
A.R. Rahman.
Mm-hmm. And why do you like this singer?
Well, uh, whenever I listen to his songs, which really makes uh, me happy,
Hmm.
yeah, and makes my mind very
Hmm.
calm.
Mm-hmm. Could you tell me about a song that you listened recently?
Uh, from these melody songs.
Yeah, you can tell me about any song that you listened lately.
So should I describe about the song? Is that
Yeah,
only
it's this type of song. It's a Bollywood song, it's a romantic song, it's classical music. What? Because of course, if examiner has chosen this topic, that is just to check, can you converse and talk about your favorite music? Do you know the categories of music, different genres of music and all? Understand?
yeah, got it.
Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
recently I've been listening to one of the music of Ed Sheeran, uh, which is like Shape of You, which is quite famous.
Mm. All right. Thank you. Would you like to ask me 2 questions about music from me?
What type of music you likes?
I like hip hop.
All right. So what do you feel when you listen to hip hop music?
I feel very energetic and I feel very motivated after listening to it. In case if I'm feeling lazy, sometimes I listen to music. Thank you. This is the end of the task. Congratulations. You have passed your test with a distinction. Reading for sure is a distinction. You're a brilliant reader. Writing is a merit. I'm sure, I hope you will do a better job in the test when you will have about an hour. You will complete your task like a boss, okay? You will take out time to reread your paper because I know you have the ability to reread your paper and correct any kind of mistakes that you would have, either spelling errors or grammar, or maybe related to sentences, or even if you've missed any important information from the question.
All right. So in answer paper, when we strike down the mistakes, is that a problem? Like
Well,
when
you'll be writing with a pencil, so you can always erase and write yourself.
but I don't think we will get pencil. Do we?
Yeah, of course, you write only with a pencil, not with any other.
In answer sheets, you are saying.
Yeah,
Are they
yeah.
going to give us pencil? Okay, okay. I thought
Yes,
it
pencil.
pen. Okay, okay.
Now let's move to the listening test quickly. How
Okay.
many audios you have practiced from their official website?
Well, quite few. What about speaking? Should I need to improve more?
No, you're good. It's just that because you never thought about it. If I would ask you what's your favorite TV program, you're lost. Okay. If I would ask you what's your favorite music, you don't know what to say, right?
Yeah.
This melody is no music. I don't understand. So that's no genre of music. That's an adjective for music, like melodious music that is very tuneful and nice and soothing. You just need to pay attention to these little things that that are about you, okay? Probably you don't think about them, but you just excuse me, I need to take a call.
Sure.
Okay, now reading. So you have practiced almost all the recordings from the website for listening, if I'm not wrong. But I don't have any other.
Well, you can play any. It's all right.
You can choose any that you think might not be very familiar to you. Charles Dickens, basketball, emus, squirrels, mangoes, basketball, Burlington
Which one you
Arcade.
think the hard audio clip? Which one do you think from this?
I don't know. All of them are just equally easy, so you can tell me.
All right. Crane flies.
Or I can do one more thing. No, that would be okay.
ISE-1. Task.
Please listen to the recording twice, then I'll ask you 6 questions about the recording.
All right.
ISE-1. Task 1.
Okay, so what's a crane fly? Does anybody know? In fact, they're often called daddy longlegs, and that tells you something about what they look like. They look like rather large mosquitoes, but they've got very, very long legs. Their legs often break off because they're so long and fragile. There are over 14,000 different species of crane fly in the world, but I'm going to concentrate on European crane flies. The adults hatch in September, after they've lived under the ground for almost a year, as larvae. That's young insects. If it's been a warm but rainy summer, then you get very high numbers of crane flies. Adult crane flies only live for about 2 weeks. The female adults lay their eggs under the surface of the soil, and the cycle begins again. People think that they're not very useful for anything, but in fact animals such as spiders and birds like them because they can eat them. They're also useful because in their young form they eat dead plants, and so they improve the quality of the soil.
Now listen again.
Okay, so what's a crane fly? Does anybody know? In fact, they're often called daddy longlegs, and that tells you something about what they look like. They look like rather large mosquitoes, but they've got very, very long legs. Their legs often break off because they're so long and fragile. There are over 14,000 different species of crane fly in the world, but I'm going to concentrate on European crane flies. The adults hatch in September, after they've lived under the ground for almost a year, as larvae. That's young insects. If it's been a warm but rainy summer, then you get very high numbers of crane flies. adult crane flies only live for about 2 weeks. The female adults lay their eggs under the surface of the soil, and the cycle begins again. People think that they're not very useful for anything, but in fact animals such as spiders and birds like them because they can eat them. They're also useful because in their young form they eat dead plants, and so they improve the quality of the soil.
All right, now I'm going to ask you some questions about the crane flies. Could you please tell me why their legs often break off?
They got long legs, which is fragile.
Okay. And how many species of crane flies are there in the world?
14,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and for how long do they live on how long do they live under the ground?
A year as well.
Okay, all right. And what kind of weather do they prefer?
Rainy summer.
Hmm. And for how long crane flies can live?
2 weeks. Adult.
Okay, where do female adults lay their eggs?
Under the soil.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good job. Okay, now I will play a recording about, you can choose any from this section: Cougar Petty, Winter Olympics, Inspire Kids, Gary Kasparov, Tiger's Child, Learning. Which one?
The last.
Inspire Kids?
Uh,
Probably you heard it last time also. Inspire.
yeah, I think Gary Kasparov.
Who was Gary Kasparov? Yes. Who was Gary Kasparov?
I don't know.
You will listen to the recording and you will not get any opportunity to take notes. You will just listen to the recording and then tell me in few words what is this recording about.
ISE-1, Task 2.
Some people say that the best chess player ever was a man called Gary Kasparov. He was born in 1963 and started playing chess when he was only 5 years old. By 1984, he was the #1 chess player in the world. Gary Kasparov was the youngest person ever to be the best chess player, and what's more amazing is that he stayed #1 in the world for 19 years. Perhaps Gary Kasparov is most well known for playing chess against a computer. The computer was called Deep Blue. The designers of Deep Blue thought that no person could defeat the computer at chess. In fact, Kasparov won 4 games against Deep Blue, and the computer only won 2 games. He decided to stop playing chess in competitions in 2005, although he still plays for fun and teaches other people to play like him. Some people say that the best chess player ever.
All right, could you tell me in few words what is this recording about?
The audio clip was about Gary Kasparov, who was a chess player.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. All right. Now listen again and write down 6 important facts from the report.
Some people say that the best chess player ever was a man called Gary Kasparov. He was born in 1963 and started playing chess when he was only 5 years old. By 1984, he was the #1 chess player in the world. Gary Kasparov was the youngest person ever to be the best chess player, and what's more amazing is that he stayed #1 in the world for 19 years. Perhaps Gary Kasparov is most well known for playing chess against a computer. The computer was called Deep Blue. The designers of Deep Blue thought that no person could defeat the computer at chess. In fact, Kasparov won 4 games against Deep Blue, and the computer only won 2 games. He decided to stop playing chess in competitions in 2005, although he still plays for fun and teaches other people to play like him.
Yes, please tell me 6 facts from the recording.
Gary Kasparov born in 1963. So when he's 5 years old, he started playing chess. 1984, he became the #1 chess player. And for 19 years, he was the #1 chess player.
Yes.
And he played against the computer called Deep Blue, and he won 4 games, and the computer only won 2 games against him.
All right.
So,
All right. Now I'll ask you some follow-up questions about Gary Kasparov.
okay.
Okay, my first question to you is, for how long did Gary Kasparov remain the #1 chess player?
19 years.
When was he born?
1963.
And what does Gary Kasparov do now?
He teach playing young students.
Okay, and what was the computer called?
Deep Blue.
And how old was Gary Kasparov when he started playing chess?
5 years old.
Thank you. Congratulations, you have passed your test. Yay. I hope so you will get a distinction in most of your tests, okay? And just for speaking, be confident and speak, okay? Because they're very nice, they're very friendly. They just want to encourage you to talk, so you should not be nervous, okay? Speak. Sure, I might have received other ones as well.
All right.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.